Welcome back, Alex. Do you want to talk about your time in Colorado? Let's start with something positive. What did you learn from your visit to Haven Springs?
I thought I learned what it means to make a place your home.
That must have felt like quite the victory. Let's talk about how it feels to know that you might have been wrong. I suppose I'm proud of you for trying. You helped some people. Chased a mystery. Got to kiss a sweet boy. But Alex, you're right back where you started.
You're wrong. I don't belong in here.
If that were true, Alex, you'd know you were talking to an empty chair.
What the fuck? Is that what I look like? Really? Hey, my guitar. Knock, knock. I've got to get out of this place. Of course. Dr. Lin always records our sessions.
Years ago, I made a mistake. The kind of thing that you can't undo.
Alex, you know that I care about you. With everything that has happened, I just want what's best for you.
I guess that's me. Case number 53322. I guess that's me. Case number 53322. Thrown down a... what? Alex Chen? My guitar case has never heard of me. Sure. Huh. These don't belong to Dr. Lin. A tuning peg. How did I even get back here? Not getting out that way. Is that what I look like? Really?
Alex, you know that I care about you. With everything that has happened, I just want what's best for you.
Gabe gave me this guitar, but he never heard me play it. Oh!
Alex!
Gabe? You're dead.
So? Lots of people are dead, Alex. Most people.
Where are we?
I want to say a hospital?
Dr. Mendez to intensive care? Dr. Mendez to intensive care.
Yep, definitely a hospital.
Gabe.
Okay, here's what I do know. You are 10, I am 14. Our mother is sick. So is our father. But it's a different kind of sickness. Play your part.
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
Both of you,
Dad.
behave. Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay. She was right over there, waiting for me. There it is. The painting that taught me that art sucked sometimes. Gabe and I used to watch cartoons on this thing after school. We couldn't afford a private room. Just got lucky, I guess. We spent so much time in here that I basically memorized every article. Gabe told me it was full of needles. Scared me to death. Mom used to fidget with her keys whenever she was worried.
Gabe, Alex, I need you to listen very carefully. We got some scary news today, and I'm going to be spending some time at the hospital.
What? Mom? Are you okay?
Hush now. It's going to be okay. Do you understand me? Things will be different for a little while, but I am going to be okay.
She knew. Even then, she knew. It was always too hot in this room. She's just on the other side. How many nights did Dad spend in this room, sleeping in an uncomfortable chair and eating vending machine dinners? There's something so weird and scary about watching your dad cry. Mom. Every time I saw her, I worried it would be the last. Hi, Mom. Mom. Mom.
Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
Is that how it went? You don't think you missed anything?
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Both of you,
Dad.
behave. Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay.
Wait. Did I miss something? We couldn't afford a private room. Just got lucky, I guess. No matter how much Mom drank, her throat was always dry. Gabe told me it was full of needles. Scared me to death. She's just on the other side. Mom, what am I missing? What did we talk about? There's something so weird and scary about watching your dad cry.
Hi, Mom. Mom. Mom.
Water, Alex. Get her some water.
It's stupid, but I remember hoping that after she took a drink, she'd somehow be...
Thank you. You almost never cried, even when you were very small. Did you know that? That's been my biggest challenge with you. How do you take care of someone who is already so strong? Shh. No tears, my strong girl. I want you to make me a promise. Your brother, your father, they are going to need you. You have to be strong. Will you do that, Alex? Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
Was that the last time you talked to her? Mom.
I think so.
Do you miss her?
Gabe, what's going on?
You're 11, I'm almost 15. Dad and I are time bombs. You keep running back and forth, trying to defuse us both. This is going to suck so bad. Play your part.
There was only ever one thing to do when they got like this. Drown them out and wait for it to pass. The volume dial was my best friend on days like this. The volume dial was my best friend on days like this.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it'll all be great. Put your picture on my wall.
Alex?
It reminds me that
Hey.
it's not so bad, it's not so bad.
It's okay. It's just me. But you know that's not how it went down, right?
It was my job to keep the peace. But no matter what I did, Mom and Dad had this TV before they had either of us. I tried so hard to keep my promise to her. Dad's laundry. I always set it here when it was done so he could find it. Gabe had barely used this backpack in weeks. Nobody could get him to go to school. At least I managed to hold on to you, Shoo Shoo. Cleaning Dad's ashtray was not my favorite job in the world. It was full of greeting cards. Mom kept every single one we ever got. Thanks for trying, Lucky Cat. My job was to sort them in order of how close we were to a collections notice. When wasn't this place falling apart? Mom's old sewing kit. Don't think I've ever even tasted a butter cookie. Mom's old sewing kit. Don't think I've ever even tasted a butter cookie. I can't believe they were ever this happy. Gabe used to steal Dad's beer all the time. It was like the one thing they didn't fight about. We never really touched these after Mom died. She was such a good cook. 2 cups water for 1 cup rice. Set timer for 30 minutes. Do your history homework. Serve. I wanted to be a werewolf that Halloween. Couldn't afford the costume. Almost empty. Almost always. I didn't even know what CPS was, just that I was afraid of them.
Hey, Gabe. I'm Leslie Halloran. I'm from the Oregon State Child Protective Services. We got a call from someone who said there might have been some kind of fight here last night. Is your dad home?
Oh, gosh. You know what? That was like rehearsal. And I'm in this play at school, and my dad, he was helping me learn my lines.
Must be some play. But if you need anything, my number is on there, okay?
Gabe did his best to protect us, but he was just a kid. The killer mistress tabs in this book weren't even close to right. Gabe loved Son of Lead back when it was an indie. It was too gory for me. This was probably the most expensive thing we owned. It kind of kept me sane.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it'll all be great. But your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad, it's not so bad. Drank too much last night, got bills to pay. My head just feels in pain. I missed the bus and they'll be hell today. I'm late for work again. And even if I'm there, they'll all imply that I might not last the day. And then you call me and it's not so bad, it's not so bad. I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Oh, just to be with you is having the best day of my life.
All right. Gabe and Dad were so loud when they fought.
Where you going? Are you gonna tell her? Or is that my job?
Keep your voice down.
Fine, I'll do it. Alex, Dad lost his job again. So we're broke. Again.
Don't talk to me that way. Despite what you may believe, you do not know everything. You think what? I laid myself off?
It's okay. We'll figure it out. I
don't know, Dad. But what are we supposed to do now? We gotta eat.
We can sell some records. Or what about my guitar? We can sell that.
Alex, what is it gonna take to get you to stop defending him?
If your mother could see you now.
I don't wanna hear about Mom.
Gabe!
I'm so tired of you using her as an excuse to be a piece of shit. Don't fucking touch me, piece of shit!
Dad.
Damn it, Alex.
I'm okay. It's okay. It was an accident.
Alex, I didn't...
Dad, it's okay. Really, I'm not hurt.
I can't do this.
Dad?
Someone will come. That woman from CPS. Someone.
Dad!
I'm sorry.
No. No. Dad!
Hey, can I ask you a question? Which orphanage is this? The one in Grant Park? Kinda thought it'd be nicer.
I can't do this, okay? I can't.
You need to.
No.
You need to be honest about what you see.
I was. I have. And now I'm done.
Almost. But not yet. You were 12, I am 16. I steal a car and end up in juvie.
Gabe, come on.
Then you're 13, 14, 15. Orphanages, group homes, musty rooms in the strange houses of foster parents. By the time you're 17, you've seen them all. Somewhere along the line, you start to feel things. Your own emotions don't belong to you. You have nothing. No one. You are alone.
I don't want this.
Alex. Play your part.
Play my part. I used to write one every day. Stupid.
Why? You clearly missed him.
And I thought he missed me. Hence, stupid. Guess I missed a few days. We weren't allowed to bring glass into the dorms, so we had to drink from this thing.
Like hamsters in a cage.
Except if you give a hamster a glass, they don't toss it at the other hamsters' heads. We weren't allowed to bring glass into the dorms, so we had to drink from this thing.
Like hamsters in a cage.
Except if you give a hamster a glass, they don't toss it at the other hamsters' heads.
Pretty sure it's locked.
Must be after curfew. We're not going anywhere. God, they put me on so many meds.
Did any of them ever work?
Some of them helped, a little. None of them fixed me.
In their defense, mutant empathy isn't exactly in the DSM.
They used to say this place wasn't a prison.
Well, maybe they were trying to keep you safe.
Guess so. Whatever the reason, the end result was prison bars. I took a fork in here one time and hid it under my mattress. Just 'cause, fuck you. They should have stenciled the same thing on all of us.
Do you really feel like you were their property?
We didn't belong to anyone else, did we? They should have stenciled the same thing on all of us.
Do you really feel like you were their property?
We didn't belong to anyone else, did we?
Fancy.
Everyone had one good outfit. We wore them to meet the parents.
Did it help?
Kinda think you already know the answer to that question. I remember the kid who put this here. Sally. Something with an S?
You were friends at first, right?
Way at first. Then I freaked out on her and she was done with me. Just like everyone else. How you holding up, Shu?
Can't believe how long you've had that thing.
That thing was my only friend after you left. Well, there are my strings. Where's my guitar?
I don't understand. Why can't I have my guitar?
We've been over this, Alex. Your guitar stays in the rec room. You can play it during free time.
That's bullshit. I don't need it in the fucking rec room. I need it when I'm stuck in the fucking dorms.
Alex, that's enough. Maybe we'll just take away your guitar privileges entirely, if that's what you prefer.
You can't do that!
Everyone's feelings were so loud. I just needed something to distract me.
She's been through so much. I just don't know if we're prepared for a troubled girl. It says here she's sensitive. What does that mean?
I wonder why she's never found a home before. I'm sure she's a sweet girl, but she's not for us.
She's awfully old, isn't she?
This is the kid that's been in all those fights, right?
I want to help. I really do, but there's just something
Off
broken. Wrong.
with her.
I'm sorry.
Why?
You need to see it.
See what? That nobody picked me?
Nobody picked you. Nobody picked you. Nobody wanted you. Mom died. Dad left. I bailed. You couldn't keep us together.
It was my job to keep it.
You were 11 years old. You were 11 years old. You were a kid, Alex. Let it go. People leave. Life gets hard. Sometimes it's a big shit sandwich. Make it better. Be angry at Dad. Miss Mom. Hell, be angry at me. But don't give up. No one gets to tell you what you're worth. And no one can take your life away. fight.
I'm not sure I...
You have a gift. It's something you don't even understand. You can change the world. Make it better. Now get up.
What?
Get up and fight.
I've got to find a way out of here. No more ladder. Not that I'd be much good at climbing. Mines growing into mines, just like Jed said. I'm gonna choose not to read anything into this. I could almost laugh, if it wouldn't hurt so much. How long has this stuff been down here? Oh, no. No, 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 no. Come on, no, 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 no. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, that's something. That aura is the only lead I've got.
All right, boys, getting close.
Helldivers for life, huh, Jed?
Dig so deep, we see where the devil sleeps.
Goddamn right.
This is it. This is what Typhon tried to bury.
A lot of runoff moisture in this soil. Jed, we gotta call it. This dig is fucked.
Nothing's fucked.
Jed, we got no pumps running. No.
My teams have never quit a dig this deep before. We finish the job. Steady goes. Steady.
Fuck was... Move! Come on! Clear the tunnel!
Who's on radio?
Jed!
Fuck!
Jed! Jed!
Oh my god.
We gotta move! Now! There's still men back there! They'll drown!
Yeah, and so will we if we don't get the fuck out! Make the call, Jed!
God damn it! God damn it! Everyone, let's go! Now!
Smells like fireworks. Must be where Typhon blew the charges.
Dad.
Jed! Come back! Jed, you son of a bitch!
Jed, you gotta stop, man.
Jed! Fuck you, Jed! Come back!
It's over, Jed. He's not coming back.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And during my time here, I've come to realize what makes Haven so special. It's a flower shop run by multiple generations. A bar owner who greets every customer by name. It's a spring festival tradition going back 100 years. History, loyalty, pride. These values which define Haven are the same values that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership has been so successful. It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven. We believe in this community, and we're tremendously excited for its future.
Thank you, Diane. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
Alex! Oh my god!
I'm fine.
You are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
What happened to you?
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
What?
Alex, you're hurt.
Do you need help? We can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
Alex, what's going on?
Fuck you.
What the hell happened?
I was down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero. That whole story is a lie. Jed caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father. Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote. All they care about is making more money. They'll do whatever it takes to push this expansion through. So they decided to bury the evidence. And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see, he tried to kill me too. Why aren't any of you saying anything?
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
I wasn't asking you.
The things you've said obligate me to at least address them. These accusations are, well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do. But we all sympathize with your situation. You've been through so much. Your brother was your only family, wasn't he? I can only imagine how much you want an explanation for his loss. Something to give you comfort and make your life seem less unfair.
You know there's proof of the cover-up. You had Pike arrest me to suppress the evidence.
Officer Pike arrested you for stealing items from my purse. Perhaps you were looking for evidence?
And I found it. Which is why you and Jed tried to threaten me into silence.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking about?
No, I don't. I've tried to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her. All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who are trying to help.
You tried to kill me. How can you stand there and say these things?
Alex.
You're a monster. Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too, but I'm telling the truth.
I believe you. Of course I do.
I believe you too. I'm horrified and shocked and still processing everything, but I believe you.
I would like to speak. This young lady came to Haven as a stranger, but over the last few weeks, she's become one of us. Now, her story certainly seems unlikely, if not impossible. But she deserves at least an investigation of her claims. We ought to take her seriously.
I agree with Ducky. I've always found Alex to be a very trustworthy person. She wouldn't make these accusations lightly. Something must have happened.
Miss Lath, there's no actual evidence of anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I think.
Actually, Diane, there is evidence.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Yes, we went through this yesterday. Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game. I know
Don't
how you...
test me, Jason.
You know what? I'm not scared of you anymore. And not of you, not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Jason.
Well, given that your judgment in this matter is emotionally compromised, you should probably remove yourself from...
cut the crap. If you think you could shut me up with...
I think you better cool it. I would like to speak again.
It concerns me that a voting member of this council has openly admitted to a personal...
You believe me.
This is a load of bullshit.
Right?
This is getting ridiculous.
We're all getting ahead of ourselves. And what's the important matter here?
I'm not your lapdog
I'm
anymore.
so sorry. Deputy Pike, I am not...
I'm going first thing tomorrow.
Dad? Please. Come clean. We'll figure it out together.
It amazes me. The extent to which she has manipulated you.
Come on, Dad.
Never in a million years.
Come on. I hate seeing you do this.
My own son.
Dad.
My own goddamn son!
Stop.
I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven. This was never about Haven at all, was it? This was about you. I know it's easier not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John. The world never gave a shit about him. He was always struggling just to get by. He still hoped one day things would be better. But you killed him. And then Gabe, my big brother. He was building a family here, doing it his own way, figuring it out as he went along. He was so nervous about it, and so excited. And he brought me here to be part of that family. But he died. Because of you. And then there's me. For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. Haven changed me. I started to think about the future. I want to belong somewhere. I want to know that there's a place and a group of people who wouldn't be the same without me. I was starting to feel that here. And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth. You've forgotten it, haven't you? You've plastered over it with another story. You tell yourself you're a hero, a strong leader. Sometimes that means making hard choices. Decisions that could lead to people dying. Few men could handle that. Haven's lucky to have you. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see? 11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And you couldn't even say those words out loud because you're a coward. You couldn't imagine saying it to your wife, saying it in front of your son. Every day you were brave enough to go underground and look death in the eye. But you couldn't muster the courage to admit a mistake. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't. The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break. But when you come out the other side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are. I see the truth about you. You hate yourself. You hate what you did in the past. You hate what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the worse it grows. I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you. And I forgive you.
And the news is still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs, where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago. A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspections, caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment. We will have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute, coming right.
Yeah, the silence is worse. I need to get some air. After summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop. I've got some continued support for you. I bet Steph wishes she could reword that. But it's pretty funny. I'm so sorry I worried you all. It never ends. The phrase recent events is doing some work in this post. Do I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait? I kind of think I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait. I haven't spoken to Ryan since the vote. What am I even supposed to say to him? I felt very close to Ducky after our dance. I guess he felt the same way. Even though it was hard, I'm glad I let Charlotte overcome her own anger. I think it gave her the strength to support me. Good thing I sold off all my Typhon stock. I'm pretty sure my voice was already heard by everyone who needed to hear it. Is it weird that the part of this that bothers me the most is nondescript dive bar?
I know now that my inaction, in the face of injustice, was itself a terrible wrong. And I know that I will never be able to undo the tremendous pain and loss I caused. I do not ask for forgiveness. The only person who could give that to me is gone. Thank you.
There are no victories at the end of this. Just more painful truth. I'll never understand exactly what happened to me down there, but I'll always be grateful. I'm glad he held on to it, for whatever it's worth. Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it.
You ever swing a pick before, Mr.
Chen, John, and no. But I'm a hard worker, and I learn fast, and I don't mind long hours.
You don't have somebody waiting on you at home?
No, sir.
Well, John, guess you're a hell diver now.
Chad must have thought he was seeing a ghost the first time Gabe walked in. Feels like I've been through so much with Eleanor. It meant the world that she believed me. Must be rare that a local paper gets to break out the really big headline. See? This is why I try to only read the art sections. They say I was powered by adrenaline that whole morning. Now I'm mostly powered by extra strength Advil and these. I love this guitar, but if it starts asking me riddles again, I'm throwing it out the window. Maybe Dad deserved everything he got, but I'm still glad we were there with him in his last moments. I've been playing a lot the last 2 days, trying to think things through. But I realize it's actually the opposite. When I'm playing is the only time I get to not think. Not think about Jed, or Gabe, or Dad, and what could have been if he'd never come to this town. Most of all, what I don't think about is me, because I've never been good at that. And suddenly, it's the only question that's left. So, I just keep playing. Maybe I do deserve some dollar-sign justice, but I'd much rather be able to move on with my life. I want to go outside without seeing anyone. That's why God created rooftops. The LARP was 2 days ago. That doesn't seem possible. When it comes to haunted mines, this game beats real life every time. Ryan, I'm so sorry.
I know. So, what's next for Alex Chen? I guess I'm asking because I'm in. I mean, whether it's here or anywhere else. If you want me, I'm there.
You would really leave Haven?
Sure. What's left for me here anyway? Unless you were staying.
I'm not used to getting to decide what I want. I guess I'd better think about it.
I guess so. You know where to find me.
All right. Just tell me.
What?
My future. What to do? The night of the Spring Fest, Ryan made a strong case for why I should stay in Haven. The idea of making this place my home. It seemed nice. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do. You should stay in Haven.
You really think so?
Of course. You finally have a home, a job, people who actually like you. Why would you give that up?
That's true.
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends. And don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Oh, fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need my big brother.
I'm sorry.
I know.
But here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. Ryan approves. Life goes on. You go back to work. You settle into a routine. And one day, with almost no warning, Steph up and bolts town. It hurts. But she does offer you a going away present. Her job. You take it. All those years of being a music snob finally pay off. And little by little, time does its thing. apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home. Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, even of me, begin to fade into the background. The rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans. Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all. You don't know exactly when it happens, but one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you. And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels. You don't question it, you don't doubt it, or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course, you already have. With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Do what exactly? Become an actual musician?
Live in a van, travel between dingy bars, hawking your SoundCloud, pouring your soul to strangers. Sounds pretty great if you ask me. The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
I know what I want.
Life is Strange True Colors. It was definitely a interesting way the game ended. Especially where you kind of have to like make sure you made a lot of like choices so people will side with you against Jeff or whatnot. Jed and whatnot. I don't know if it's Jeff or Jed, but yeah, Jed. Pretty much, I want to say it wasn't really a villain per se, but constantly guided, but also with their own his own guild per se. And I recognized, Jed's son, mine, so of course he sided with me. Probably would side with Jed if I rejected his romance, surprisingly. But anyways. I would definitely say that it definitely plays things a little bit too safe per se. The story kind of went predictably per se. Like obviously they're gonna find evidence. So Alex is gonna somehow be have a cop cornered by Diane, and Alex didn't have a choice or whether or not to convince Officer Pike to let her go or whatnot. There are some good parts of the game per se. I would say music was not really a huge part of it, besides the whole concert thing with the guitar and whatnot. But like honestly, it would have been interesting to play more. You use the guitar more after but I don't know. After Gabe's death or whatnot, create a song and whatnot. But probably now. The LARP scene in episode 3 was kind of cool, honestly. It definitely reminded me of the old school Final Fantasy games, if anyone had played those. Like 1 through 6 probably. Isometrical, turn-based combat, whatnot. Kind of interesting. The different outfits was definitely a cool thing they did. I know Double Exposure definitely did that as well. Let's think. Is there anything else we can think of? Part of the way we describe it, but the collectibles were kind of meh per se. The journal entries were sort of, I want to say, left a lot to be desired per se, but they were kind of bare bone. And that one thing I noticed in the Life is Strange series, from like the journals entry from like the first two games, from like Life is Strange Season 1 and Before the Storm, how their journal entries are a bit more detailed instead. I mean, Life is Strange 2 journal is pretty much a sketchbook a bit, you know, with some side comments from, you know, that main character Sean and whatnot, about situational stuff like that. You will get brief vignettes of what's going on with him, stuff like that. And then, which, you know, I am going to play that game. It is going to be still on the channel, don't worry. Just working on trying to get those episodes together. And, let's see, probably maybe sort of next month or January, anyways. But anyways, yeah. I would definitely say there are some cool side content you could do, little side mini quests or whatnot. I'm definitely going to have to go back to see what collectibles I miss, or memories of what's going on with certain characters. I definitely noticed they have like arcade machines you can use and whatnot, and the way the chapters could end pretty differently was they offer some replayability, but not much per se. For people wondering why I chose staying in Haven Spring, it's like, you know what, I've been time building a community here, whatnot, though, why not just stay here? You know, go on the road, stuff like that. Both are valid, but I feel like that is more of an option if you become more ostracized in the town, per se. But I don't know. Let's see. Things just feel, the whole thing feels kind of generic, I would say. And this definitely kind of makes me wondering about some other things as well. Like, originally the main street of Haven Springs was actually going to have cars on it, but they had to drop that because it causes some like visual bugs and whatnot. And let's see. One thing I could probably say is that if the series was to continue, it kind of works better as a anthology series, not picking up from where one character left off, whatnot. You have them appear as like a cameo, maybe a side character, if possible, but other than that, I really don't think. But really, well, actually, that might just be, actually I may have to make a video on my thoughts on how the series could, well, continue, or what Life is Strange series should do, but anyways. Sorry about that. Back to the main topic of True Colors. The gameplay was pretty good per se. I definitely took my time to explore every inch of the environment to pretty much check and make sure I'm not missing anything, but of course I did. Interesting little side quests you could do, such as like doing the spring festival, help the guy with the jelly bean counter, helping another dude with trying to find his dog, I think it is. Yeah. The little social media app was pretty cool, but it's kind of odd how you get more information on Alex from those things instead of just being told what you through like her geometry or through some dialogue, I guess. Would have been better, but I don't know. Like, the whole thing where they kind of just emphasis and dump her, you know, childhood on you there. It would have been better if they had them at like nightmare sequences, per se, like at the beginning of each chapter, like a therapy session there, and Alice had a nightmare. You don't see what fully is happening in those scenes till about the end of court, where all is revealed or whatnot. It definitely could work, per se, for like chapter 2, 3, and maybe 4, honestly, depending on I can't remember what it is, like, I think the ending of 3 and beginning of 4 kind of pick up simultaneously, per se, but honestly, though, they probably could have Alex just have, like, decide to take a quick nap and, you know, have wake up from a nightmare or whatnot. whatnot. But yeah, honestly, this probably was not the weakest entry per se, because right now for me it is Double Exposure, because that game had, regardless of how you feel about that game, I mean, I chose to, start by Chloe. I know, probably going to, throw me at the stake or whatnot, but look, honestly, the game kind of works better that way, per se, and that's what Deck 9 should have done, just said, in a multitude of choices, this is one possibility of what could happen. I mean, it would have saved him from the mess, so it also would have made it a non-canon thing, honestly. But anyways, but again, I'm detracting from pre-statement, but this one right here is honestly not that bad. When I first played it though, was I liked it, of course, but after a while, my opinion waned on it. But now, of course, now I'm looking back on it with kinder eyes. Yep. It definitely has some things going for it, but they definitely need to possibly improve on it in the sequels, if they're going for that. Okay. I think of anything else, honestly. Because one thing is, if you watch the gameplay from like 1 Before the Storm to 2, 3, to 2, True Colors, which we're finding out that we're going to be named Life is Strange 3, but they changed the title because of, in order to help it sell better, honestly, not be a numerical title thing, I don't know. But is that you can see the gameplay graphic kind of evolve per se. Like in Season 1, you can sort of take your time on picking what dialogue options to pick and whatnot. Before the Storm had, the conversational boss fights per se, and a timer, you have to choose quickly which one to pick. And I could probably say 3 introduced, the time conversations things as well, which continued to 4 and Double Exposure. Like, you can see the gameplay sort of evolved there per se, but they probably should have just figured out what to do. And plus, and of course Square Enix, wanted that DLC, so they made Steph's story a DLC and added a cosmetic pack involving cat costumes that Alex could wear. Yeah, don't know why. Yeah, I mean, the only DLC I bought was Steph's story, just to, pad out the runtime of the game, pretty much. Everything the story does. I feel like the game just really needs, probably should have took a bit more risks rather than playing it safe, honestly. Or to say, like, eventually Gabe was supposedly going to be a kind of a bad guy per se, but then they kind of just changed their minds on that. Would have been interesting where, we saw one side of Gabe, of course, so then when we, saw investigating getting of the deck, we find out Gabe had 2 sides to him. Honestly, can't think of anything else to talk about really. But anyways. Bummer night here. Y'all have a good day and whatnot though. Also, Double Exposure. Wavelength will be, filming the day after, this episode and whatnot, so be sure to have a somewhat cool side story to end the game series off with. Of course, next month though, we sort of see some things with The Chronicles of Narnia, Language of Wardrobe, the final game of the Legacy of Kain series, Defiance, and Siberia possibly. Siberia 1 and 2, pretty much. Not so about Life Strange 2 yet. I'm gonna try to find out some way to squeeze it in somewhere, but anyways. Hope y'all enjoy yourselves. Bye.
As it falls, it's just like a life, it comes and goes, yeah. Be my friend through some rough times. Show me everything there is to life. Like, got a smile with tears in your eyes, tears in your eyes, tears in your eyes, tears in your eyes. Say we can make this better if we try. Just let the fire burn just a little while. Sit and watch these words turn to dust. Watch the smoking sky just us. Had a smile, tears in your eyes, tears in your eyes, tears in your eyes, tears in your eyes. The other day, the other time, you turned to me and said, everything is fine. Need to worry, we've been kind. These things are like love, they take some time. Had a smile, tears in your eyes, tears in your eyes, tears in your eyes, tears in your eyes. Can't see those things that move there, thinking it wasn't living here. I didn't choose to stick around enough to know what it's about. There's all these worlds we wanna see, carry me out from underneath. The rules are different when you're done finding the room where we are one. I hear was it all in a certain place? Here we are, then we come alive. I reflect here with some fun of you, and in a high, we can try to find who we are. We can leave behind owners, everybody else proud, living underground. Trying to find my way home. Below, I'm running on my own. Hurry before they catch the trace, until we find somewhere that's safe. A light says what's in front of you. Trying to find my way to you. Waiting here on